Hood hierarchy, they know that's you.
Yeah, that's the
Hood hierarchy.
podcast. That's the podcast.
Listen, give me my hat first. I need my merch. I need my hood hierarchy merch.
I'm gonna be there.
All right, give me my merch.
I got you.
All right, hood hierarchy. All right. Now I gotta shout them out because I've been asking for my merch.
I got you.
Hood hierarchy, but you dig, like I'm in the hood hierarchy. You dig? I really pull up in real life, you know. But I want to salute you and give you blessings, bro, on your journey, bro, to the top. You dig? Meet me up there, nigga. I see you when I get there. Nigga.
And check this out, y'all. It's your boy Benzino, right? And we talking the hood or we talking hood hierarchy? It's my man Uncle Beats. He in the building. You know what I'm saying? Tap in, pull up. It's your boy Benzino. Holla.
Coming showing the hood hierarchy, the real hood. Say that now, brother.
Say it ain't so, Valley.
And what kind of day is it?
It's a new day, mother. Say it ain't so, Valley. This money's yours.
Hey, Uncle Beats, it's Maya sending you a big congratulations on your 100th episode of Hood Hierarchy.
Hey man, it's your boy Crunchy Black, man, and you are tuned in to Hood Hierarchy.
It's Loskiano, Lowski, Low, whatever you want to call me. Like, share, comment, share. Once again, share, like, especially share so your people can see it. Let your people see it. Everybody see it. You know what I'm saying? I'm signing out Hood Hierarchy.
My man, Leland Jones. Keep your gang live, Jack. Stay down like 4 flat tires. The best is yet to come. Don't give up and don't give out and don't panic. You hear me? Church.
Yo, what up? This your man Cole Hardy. You watching Hood Hierarchy. You did.
Yeah. And shout out Hood Hierarchy, man. Y'all already know it's your boy Bodine, man. Hey, you ain't gonna get no good talk unless you come talk on my man Uncle Beats.
Hi, it's your girl Sweet Juices, and you right now is rocking with my boy Beats. You know what I'm saying? No other hood hierarchy. You feel me? Like straight from Inglewood, man. We go way back. I love how you rock with the city. This is the guy. This is the guy if you were looking for.
Get down Shake-Town, man. You know what I'm saying? A town full of hustle, man. Get number a bag. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, what we doing, baby? A bag. Hey, bag, man. You know what I'm saying? A bag. You gotta be about a bag. Bag.
You already know, man, Hood Hierarchy, man. It's King of Clubs, who it is, Trap Beckham. Mr. One Time for your birthday, bitch. Mr. Lil Booties Matter, you know what I'm saying? The King of Clubs, man. You already know, Hood Hierarchy. Tap in. Let's go. Hey. It's going down. It's going down. Y'all come on in. Y'all know what it is. If you don't know, it's the Hood Hierarchy Mobcast, and it's me, Uncle Beats, in the streets like white lines on the corner like a stop sign. If you want us to be all right, hit that like. If you care, hit that share. If you own it, leave a comment. If you want us to survive, hit subscribe. If you want us to do well, hit the notification bell. And if you really want to get us out the trap, donate to that Hood Hierarchy cash out. Yeah. Now this show here is very legendary. Today's guest is definitely the first rapper that I met that was on, that was doing something, even pointed me in the direction to further my career. So he's a Houston legend. When I say Houston legend, I just mean the Houston streets. He's a rap legend because definitely, if you have a favorite rapper, when I be asking y'all top 5 and top 3 and all that, trust me, they know this man's lyrics. I didn't say they know the song, they know this man's lyrics. So, without holding y'all up too long, I introduce the one and only, we gonna call him the OG. Tulo is in the what's up, Tulo?
What's going down, man?
Yeah. We got a real one in there, y'all. Y'all calm down. Calm down.
Hey, off top, man, Uncle Beast, man. I want to let you know, man, I appreciate the support, man. Hood Hierarchy, man. I love the name of it, what it represents, what it's about. Hood shit at its highest level, man. And you know what I'm saying? Like I
Appreciate,
say, man, I appreciate the support, man. Appreciate you having me.
man. I gotta support you. Gotta support you because, like I was saying, I remember some legendary concerts in Chicago. Me and um, me and my people piled up to come to the concert because it was almost like mandatory to come to the concerts back then. And even though my cousin was already rocking with Larry Hoover's label Ghetto Prisoner, shouts out to my cousin H. Dot did it.
Free
I was
Larry
trying to get
Hoover.
in, and I asked you. I said, "Man, now here you go. You had to be 12 or 13. You hollering at the grown women. I'm like, 2-0. I'm trying to get on, man." And you told me and my homie Snap, you say, "Oh, go holler at them." It was Big Chief and BW. And Big Chief actually gave me his card and I was talking to him. I used to call jazz management and talk to him and that was straight from you putting it on. But you know what with that being said, man, how you doing, man? How are you, man? I heard your new
Man,
stuff.
man, I'm blessed, man. Uh, fresh out.
Stressed
Uh,
out.
finally got that ankle monitor took off my ankle like about 2 days ago. So I'm able to free and roam and work how I need to work, man.
Okay,
Hey,
good.
before we get into it, this is another story.
What's that?
Like when we first pulled up shy,
Right,
we was in a mall, man. Me facing and in the mall,
right.
and like all the bros pulled up and was like, "Hey, face, you can send all them niggas to the high. You can send all them dudes to the highs, man. We got you." I was like, "Man, it's real out here, man." Like, I've been having a heart and love for that shot, man, ever since, man.
Well, you was there. People talk all the rapper guy mafia, the rapper guy mob, but like really, you was there at the beginning of when they started to crack.
Yeah,
So you was there at the beginning, and like what I liked about you, not only are you the first person, I think you went back to back with Scarface better than Willie D and Bushwick did.
I
You
appreciate it, man.
you went back to back with Scarface as a kid, as a little kid, and man, you represented for us. And when I say us, I mean the young dudes that was out in the streets. Cause people don't understand a dude about 12 years to 20 years old is the most dangerous thing in the world. Cause
Especially now.
especially now. Cause they just don't know. They don't see reality. They don't know the consequences of what they do. So
I
you
mean, they know, they just don't apply. You
they don't
see,
apply.
our era when me and you was coming up the way we was coming up, the OG still took time, man, to embrace us and give us the real game and really try to mold us on what's really real.
Right.
The
Right.
dudes that's considering themselves OGs now and the people that these young dudes looking up to, man, it's like they misguiding them, man. And
Right.
so
Not
that's
not
why.
not to jump ahead, but when you was locked up in the pen, did you see a lot of young dudes coming in there?
Oh man, I'm talking about a busload.
By the bus.
And it's like when you be conversating with them and talking to them, and you be hearing the type of time they got and what they got it for,
Right.
how they still just be free spirited and on playtime. It be like, yeah, they sat in here, bro.
Ain't set in,
You
man. You finna
19,
be
20, bro. Like you ain't even gonna see parole for another 20, 30, bro. Like when you touch down, you gonna be in senior citizen mode, man. Like
man.
behind nothing.
They really don't see that, man. So for you, right? You being a young I'm gonna speak the language of today. You being a young stepper out there in the hood, getting your money. How do you end up being? I want to put this into perspective with people too. You being part of the Ghetto Boys movement might as well been part of the what's a group now? It ain't really no groups no more, but the Migos or something like that. They was at the top of the chain. So
Yeah.
you being part of that, man. How did that happen?
Well, I was I was young on the block, doing what I was doing, So I guess with Rap a Lot having like a little studio and stuff over there in the apartments that I was in, it was like shit. I mean, it was like, the youth movement popping off with the crisscrosses and the
Right,
illegals and all that. So by Rap a Lot being Rap a Lot and what they stand on and how they rock, it was like, man, let's shoot our shot at this wave.
right,
And I guess by me being out there doing what I'm doing and name ringing how I was ringing, it was like the store I used to hustle at.
right,
If you pulled up there, it didn't matter who you were. I'm trying to offer you something.
right,
So I ran up on one of the big homies from Rap a Lot and tried to offer them whatever, yada yada yada, and then it all went back to like, bro, you rap? I'm like, nah. And
right,
they was like, well, everybody, blow.
right,
So just do out the marijuana dealings. It was like pulling up to the studio and hanging out, and they were like, man, putting beats on and like, bro, like
right.
just don't put down what you do. And
Wow.
from there, it just started, it became a relationship, man, and one thing led to another.
That was dope that they were smart enough to throw you in, because honestly, everybody raps now. Back then, it wasn't no bunch of rappers like that.
Nah,
So for them to look at you and know you had the look and could put your story together, that was genius in itself, because I remember the crisscrosses and the illegals and stuff, and I really was like, man, they garbage because they being doing all this kitty stuff. Then listening to Scarface album, you come on, and I'm like, what? I'm like, oh no, this should be me. So now what I said in the intro, what everybody has to understand, this man was on Scarface album, one of the biggest songs on there. He was on the Ghetto Boys album, one of the biggest songs. And trust me, if your favorite rapper was a rapper or became a rapper, he was riding around listening to these songs. He know it. Like the minute I put the flyer up, people like the funky little ninja.
yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but that's why, like with the promo, I want the video with you and Scarface, and I want the people to hear how you sound today, just like when you was when you came right in saying I'm looking like a Rob Zales. I say, okay,
Yeah, man.
you went too deep though, man. You went too deep. I'm gonna tell you what you went too deep with. I'm worse than how they say for that TV do people. They'll use your stuff in court, man, because you said for you to say packages is getting mailed off in turkey bags, you gotta know to know what that means, man. See, everybody don't know what that means. I know what that means. I'm just like, oh man. I don't think nobody ever said that in a rap yet. You got to know that when you said that, I said he just said mailed off in turkey bags. Oh my goodness, that's deep. That's deep for y'all. If you know, you know. So so
And Uncle Beats, that ain't nothing, man. What I'm cooking up right now,
right.
and finna start hitting them with,
Man,
because
you gotta let me send some production to you, man. I get people sending me beats
because
all the time. You
people,
gotta let me
people.
send you something.
Oh man, we locked in, bro. We
You
fam,
got
man. We rocking, bro. Hey man,
hey man.
hey, send it, man. We gonna get it in.
I owe
But
you, man.
like it's a misconception, man. With how people feel like I always felt like, down south, it
Right.
ain't just really no spitters or no rappers.
Right.
So that's why I
You going
dropped that.
lyrical.
Yeah, that's why I dropped that. How I dropped it, but still, I come from that era and was molded during the time where
Right.
if you ain't really have nothing, no substance and wasn't rapping,
Right.
you wasn't coming out.
Yeah,
So
you definitely. I'm gonna tell you something. We gonna get into it, but I'm gonna tell you the main thing I don't like the rapper I did. But I understand it now that I'm older as a business move. But they dumbed your album down to make it more. You still was spitting the little rough stuff, but you ain't killed nobody on your album, man. It got more. And I'm like, when it came, like I was so hyped up waiting for your album to drop, and I'm just like, it wasn't crisscrossish, but I saw what they was doing. I'm like, man, they trying to. I'm like, this dude is a gangster, but I'm a kid too. I'm not knowing in my mind that we can't be like I'm showing people the promo. They're like, man, that good boy. What is he talking about? The people that don't, they're like, ain't no way this little boy talking like that. But I'm like, but that's what it was back then for us. That's really what it was. So it's like you was the soundtrack to the young dudes, and it's like they dumbed it down, and I feel like your album would have went way bigger if it was some
yeah,
drive
yeah,
behind
yeah. The feelings is mutual, man. Like the first album that I was doing and was halfway through it that I was gonna drop,
it. Right,
the Problem Child.
right,
Yeah, that was the one that you was gonna get what you was expecting. So when
right,
we switched gears and made it more marketable, and it was like I was even like, but it was like, all right, man, I'm still talking about, and doing what I'm doing. So it was like, all right, and as far as like, I still had some singles, man, and some stuff, man, that I could have dropped if the situation wouldn't have happened, and
right.
the
Cause
whole
growing up
everything.
ain't easy was one of I still bump that to this day. Growing like you had the soulful joints on there. Them is still them like I said, them still could go right now. But it wasn't no killing. We couldn't do no drive-bys of it, man. I just the Ghetto Boys.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
The
yeah,
Ghetto Boys, you could be out there working at the Ghetto Boys was it. And it's like from the minute Class Clown came on, right? I'm like, okay, I see where we going with this. Cause I was a class clown.
yeah,
But they labeled you as the bad boy instead of a criminal. And you was a criminal. And the criminals was reaching. So with that being said, let's talk about a legendary moment that only a Chicago mobcaster could talk to you about. We're gonna talk about the concerts at the amphitheater in Chicago, sponsored by Ghetto Prisoner Records. Larry Hoover's on 20,000 GDs in the building, and you was there, man. So
hey, man, it's crazy, man. Like how just the universe and things work, man. Because like I still be like telling this story and the story, and people don't be having no idea what I'm talking about.
right,
And it still surprised me how fascinated I was by something that I really was naive to at that present time.
right,
So it's like at 12, 13, we come out there to the south, to the shy, and we got the who was on that show with us, man. I think Easy E.
okay. That one. Oh, okay. So that was Easy E and BG Knockout and them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, 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 yeah. And all
Okay, that was
them.
them.
Yeah, yeah. So it's like, you know, we who we are, and we
Top
featured.
Authority. You just brought it to me. Top Authority. I think 8 Ball and MJG was on there too with y'all. I think they was on there.
Yeah, so it's like we who we are, and we featuring who we featuring, but it's
Right.
like when Shorty G came out there and they
Right.
dropped that background for him, and that whole theater just started ripping what they be ripping
Right.
and throwing up what they be throwing up.
Right.
I was like, dang, dude ain't spit no bar, no verse, no just, and it always stuck with me, man. And then later on and down the line, it came and it was like, ah,
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
real IG stuff, dang, that,
They all actually they all actually got indicted like soon after that. They took them
wow.
all down. They even Larry Hoover. he was already in prison
Yeah.
in state, but they weren't fed on all them. But it was like, man, that was like the even though I was a kid, man, that was like the greatest time of my life, man, because it's just like wow and free. Then, like I say, seeing you let me know, like, man, I can have a future in this because I know this dude is from the street and he really moving around with the ghetto boys, going everywhere, doing stuff, and I'm seeing you on TV and just different places, but you know, you just disappeared, man. You disappeared on us, man. So with that, what was that like to fall back from the music industry? Like what were you doing when you fell back from the music industry?
To be honest with you, bro, like when I look back on it now,
Right,
it's like uh off the top, man, it's like rap was never my passion.
right,
Rap was never a dream of mine, never a thought, never nothing.
right,
So at that age, doing what I was doing, how I was doing it, I was naive to the level that I was on, and like the blessings that the higher power had put me in the position to be and have.
right,
So once that faded, and I was going through whatever it was I was going through with the record stuff with the label, which I
right.
still had no knowledge or no understanding on. It was like back to the streets, man. And I hate to say it, man. I don't glorify it, man. If I can get anybody to do anything different, man, please do it. But it was like the game in the streets was my passion. That's what like my love and comfort zone and peace and all that's it. So it was like when that rap stuff was, fell off, it was like, give a damn, man. I'm back with my heart at.
I'm gonna tell you something that somebody told me. So I end up becoming good friends with Bushwick Bill, right?
Very intelligent dude, man.
Very intelligent. And I asked him, like, man, what's up with Tugo? He said, man, I don't know. He said, but if Tugo applied himself to the music business like he did the streets, he'd be the biggest thing out.
Yeah, man. I been finding myself telling myself that, man.
Yeah, he told me that, man. And that was back in the day.
That's
And I
deep.
asked him again recently, is like probably 2017. And he said the same thing. Like, man, Tulo just real street, man. He like a lot of them dudes wasn't street like Tulo was, believe it or not. And I'm like, wow. And he's like, yeah. He's like, man, you like that dude wasn't acting. He wasn't acting with none of that. So
Yeah.
with that, I know you end up. How much time did you end up doing?
From like 1999 to now, the best way I can break it down is like I ain't been out a full 6 months.
Whoa.
Yeah, from like 99 to now.
Oh man, we gotta keep you home, man. We
Yeah,
gotta
we
keep
got yeah, that's what everybody preaching, man, and
we
that's what we
gotta keep
promote, man. So it's like, I go in there just long enough to miss out on whatever it is I be missing out on, but still touch down in a amount of time where I ain't just lost in the sauce.
you got a daughter now though, right?
Yeah, man. It's all what's up,
Man, you
what's up,
came
my
out and got
princess?
to work in one of them 6 months things.
Yeah. Because look, man, it's like every time I go down there, man, I be like trying to like reformat my game plan. And I
Right,
take the things that I done learned from experience and stuff and try to apply. So what I used to always ask myself is like, man, what is the dudes that I run with or that's doing what I'm doing, but don't get caught up the way I get caught up doing different.
right,
And it's like what I put together in my mind is like them dudes be having like structure.
right,
Like they be having a certain time they gonna do what they do. They gonna be with their family. They gonna,
right,
it's just the like all the G codes and the things that you taught before you even get in the game. If you got the right guidance and you
right.
apply it, it's the things I was going against. And
Okay.
I paid a heavy price for it, man. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm still here, man. Still relevant, man. And
Yep. Still
a
relevant.
lot of people
Still
can't
ready.
say that.
ready to put the smack down. Let me say this, cause not only in Chicago, I was gonna say Chicago, but you could help people, right? I know I got a dudes just on and popping, cracking in the young dudes, cracking in the music business right now, but they really still in them streets. What advice could you give them opposed to like, because people don't want to hear this, but rappers don't make no money, not always. It looks good on TV and stuff, but until you really get to that certain level, you really ain't making no real bread. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you sign to the wrong people and different stuff. So like, what can they do? What do you advise them to do to stay focused on the big goal? Because they gonna get to the money, but I see so many just lose it before they can get to it. What advice could you give them?
Uh, I'm gonna try to break it down to them from both eras.
Right,
So the era I came in, it was during a time where like they ain't want hip hop and or they didn't want what we was on to be implemented into the rap game.
right,
So they try to put a label on it and consider it gangster music.
right.
But when you really listen to it and break down what's really being said and going on, it's really like real life reality, wake up,
Hmm.
focus and see what's going on music.
Right, I agree.
So, but dudes was, signed to the labels and moving how they was moving.
Right.
So it's like I feel like the industry now see the type of bread they can make and the way that they can eat off rap.
Hmm.
So like the young dudes, man, like what the game is right now, man, it's like we got a label. We got a black eye, we got a mark on us, man. It's like
Hmm.
them people is like trying to weed out all that old being in your videos, exposing what you really do and how you really
Right.
doing it and all that old man. Yeah, I mean, y'all see it for yourselves, man. Like them people passing out them RICO cases, man, and
Yeah.
taking people down, man. And the way they play, they don't need no evidence or nothing solid.
Right.
Just a little old anything, man, to just get you caught up in that web, man. So it's like if any of y'all got an opportunity, man, and y'all got a talent, and y'all being blessed to at any level get heard or put on, man, like concentrate and focus on that, man, because the streets ain't what it is, man.
They definitely ain't what it is. Let me ask you something, man, because I needed a real OG to answer this question, right? So, and let's be honest. I just want to know what you think. Was being in the streets just as much exciting for you as it was making money to take care of yourself, or was it not exciting?
Yeah,
Right. Yeah.
I think
That.
the money, I think the money are always at some point at some time be the dividing factor in what
Right.
it's all about.
Right.
But what comes with it, man, it's like a whole nother addiction, man. It's
Right.
like,
It's a whole
yeah,
nother.
it's like you don't even be understanding what you chasing and you don't even be really understanding at the end of the day what is it about this that I just
Right.
can't let go of.
Right. Well, let me ask you this, man, because this is a question that what people ask. What was your parents or guardian that while you was rapping with Scarface now?
I had my tea lady,
Okay.
and like I say, man, like I was already so far gone,
Right.
but it was like when Rap a Lot and Scarface and Big Chief and Warren Lee and them came in the picture,
Right.
in my mama eyes, it was like, I this right here might be something that would save him. So it was like, so it was like you already doing what you're doing, and I got a player mama, man. My mama, G, man. She like, you're shit, man. I mean, make your bed, lay in it, man. So it was like with them in the picture. At the end of the day, as long as it was understood, like we got him, he gonna be good.
So they came in like big brothers and uncles, basically. I get it. I get it. So that. So do you remember being on rapper guy? Did you ever like get a big check or anything when you signed, or how did it go?
I signed under it was a like, based on, I mean, that was doing like I be trying to explain to people, man. And
Right,
and you know, I ain't trying to speak for nobody else because to each his own, however somebody feel the way they feel.
right,
But my personal perspective at the end of the day is people are always trying to say Jay Prince, Rap Alive be messing over his artists and all that old stuff.
right,
All contracts in the music industry off top is standard.
right,
But take that out the equation. Take somebody like Jay Prince.
right.
I'm taking dudes from the streets, giving them an opportunity
Mm-hmm.
at a level that without me, even still to this day, without
Right.
me, like you wasn't gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
So to even go into it deeper, you gotta think about it, man. It's like, if I'm taking I'm just throwing some numbers out there. If I'm taking 3, 4, 500,000 of my blood, sweat, and tears money
Right.
and investing it into you,
Mm-hmm.
if you know anything about investments off top, if I'm investing 100,000 into you off top, I'm not trying to make 100,000 back.
Right. Exactly.
And at the end of the day, I'm taking a gamble. I'm taking a risk because
Take
ain't no
all
guarantee.
the risk.
Yeah, I'm taking all the risk. So if you don't sell, if you die, if you go to jail, I lose.
And you just go home. You just wipe your hands and
Yeah, you just
go
wipe
home.
your hands. I gotta move on to the next.
Right.
So it's
Right.
like, man, like the opportunity that's provided, man, the trust, the love, man, the belief, and the blessings and the opportunity to get put in them situations through Jay Prince is like, it's nowhere in the world, man. You can look at it in no shape, form, or fashion as you got a raw deal or got messed over.
I get it. Priceless. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it. So around that time, where were you living?
I was living with, after everything kicked off, I had moved in with Scarface.
Wow. So you got to live with Scarface.
Yeah,
Wow. That had to be that had to
brother,
be like that's what cause he a crazy genius too. So that had
crazy
to be
genius.
that had to be
And
exciting.
it surprised me to this day. It's like because during that time, facing everybody, man, they were still young.
Right.
The music thing had just like really, really, really started popping out for them, and they seeing fame and money like they
Right.
never had before. So it's like they still on the mind frame and the type of time they was on then.
Right.
So it was like, I mean, it was
Yeah,
cool.
you got to like really be under the greatest on a man, he Face cursed me out, man, about a couple months ago, right? We was in Ohio. So Bon B was on stage, we backstage. And he was like, "Man, Chad was a dope producer." I was like, "Yeah." It was some beat pimps he made. I forgot what song it was. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, you pretty dope too." And he like, I don't. And I was like, "But people don't know that. I don't care. I don't care if nobody ever know if I how dope I am with the instruments." And I was like, "Oh man." Then probably the next week he did the Tiny Desk thing, and he got a whole
Live band
tour.
and stuff.
Man, I was actually at the one in Chicago, and I'm just like, boy, he know he is a crazy genius for real, man. Because it's like the whole world know now, boy, because he up there like he got an orchestra and everything getting in. So it's
And
just
he was
like,
and he was like that back then. Like I think
yeah,
that song on my album, that Groove Ya,
yeah,
yeah,
okay,
that's like
Groove.
facing Uncle Eddie and them on the bass and all that old stuff.
Yeah, I
But
remember
see,
that.
but see what I love about the revolution of then and now
Right,
is like being able to see like facing them during that time period.
right,
Even though they was rapping about what they was rapping about and having the ways they was having at that time and at that age, the longevity, the being able to stay out of jail,
Right,
stay alive, which
right.
seem like in these days and times is the hardest things to do. But
It,
to be on a note where, like, facing the politics
right.
and
Yeah.
just the knowledge and how they involve is like, yeah, man, that's what life is about, man. And
Right. You saw him go from the street to the stuff they is now. Yeah, I can see that. Let me ask you this: what is it like? Cause I did a little time too, man. I did 6 months though, 6 months. Okay, but when I
man,
was
a second in there is too long.
a second is tell them to go. A second is too much, OG. But when I'm watching, I mean when I'm in jail for this 6 months, like I'm down with 3 6 Mafia, so I'm watching, and when I went, Juicy J was getting hot doing his solo stuff. But when I'm sitting in jail for that 6 months, Bands and Make a Dance take off, and I'm just watching them take off. I'm just watching them take. I'm watching Lil Wayne. I'm like, man, Juicy really turning into something. So I'm asking you, what was it like you sitting in prison and you're watching the Big Mics and Scarfaces and all these people that you came up with just take off?
Really, it wasn't really too much about them.
Right,
It was like right before I really just started catching all them cases, man, and doing all that old time. It was like how you had asked me what had happened like after that.
right.
Lil Troy, shout out to Lil Troy, man, OG, man, real street
I
dude, man,
forgot
real
you was on
solid
that
dude.
album too.
Yeah, so he had reached out to me, man, and put me on the compilation, and we was touring and doing what we was doing,
Well,
and
hold on for a second. For you people who don't know, Lil Troy's album had the major smash hit "Wanna Be a Baller."
that's
All
crazy,
Houston
man.
legends on it. "Wanna Be a Baller," Shot caller. That was Lil Troy's album. Back to that. I just wanted to put them in perspective so they understand that you was tied to something big.
Yeah, so it was like Lil Troy reached out to me, man, and I jumped on the compilation, and we was touring and doing our thing, and it was like right when we had came back off tour at that time, the "Wanna Be a Baller" and the "Sitting Fat Down South" album that Latroy had was still
Right.
independent.
Independent. This
So
the
when we
OG
had,
Tugo, y'all. The OG Tugo, Houston's finest. Keep going, brother.
yeah, so it's like right when we had ended the tour for him to go sign his major deal with Universal
Right.
is when I had caught my case.
Oh wow. So you
Yeah,
was
so it's like while I'm in there, I'm seeing the "Wanna Be a Baller," Young Star, and all that take off the way it was taking off,
take
and I was like,
off. Oh, that took
man,
off.
for real.
Right. That took
Yeah, so
off, man. And it was the fun music then too. That was the fun music. And now you grown. So yeah, so okay. I get it. Well,
and really, man, that's where I'm at. I still haven't made it to that spot yet,
okay.
but I'm trying to learn how to have fun in my music, man.
Right.
But life has been, what it's been, and I look at things, and my perspectives is a perspective. So it's like I still ain't been able to find it in me to make nothing about no fun, cause ain't nothing
Mm-hmm.
about life but game, man. But
Mm-hmm.
like, it's a
I know.
lot of stuff that
I looked at your Instagram. That little girl gonna have you talking about fun stuff real soon. I looked at your Instagram. Look like you having fun. It's gonna send you in that direction. See, this is what I like about you, man. This is what I like about you. I'm not gonna lie, man. When I heard your new stuff, because I remember that D Boy Chronicles. When I heard the D Boy Chronicles, I really felt like now you had some bangers on there, but I really felt like, man, this is crazy. This man really invented this and it's from this, but it sounds like he trying to be like everybody else is. But you are an originate. It would be no Young Jeezy without a you and Scarf and the Ghetto Boys, without the Houston rap. It wouldn't be this. You know what I'm saying? So you rapping the D boy stuff, but I'm like, but they started it. But I know this. So it's like I'm listening, but I can't wait till you come out and drop something. I've been wondering where you was at. So when you drop the new stuff, I'm like, man, he going lyrical. But yet you got the Maserati trucks and you got all this. And I'm like, but he understands how to market himself. There's so many old dudes who wanna be old. Come into the new wave. See, I ain't talking when I say oh, I'm not talking about the age. I'm talking about the style of doing things. So it's like the way you coming off now, I'm like total genius. You're talking about current stuff that's happening right now. You're not talking about 30 years ago. See, people be still trying to drop like they dropped 30 years ago. And it's like, man, I really like how you was using your wordplay and because it's like, hey, don't go looking for the old tool though. Look for this new one and improved one. And I love that you changed with the times though, because you did.
Yeah, I'm all about evolution, man. And we know people might not know this, but it's like I'm highly influenced by like East Coast.
Oh, okay.
So it's like the method behind the madness is, man, it's like whatever, like my work, I ain't gonna lie, man, I'm gonna be honest, man. And I hate to say this, but man, I'm a realist, man. My
Right.
work ethic it's so trash. Like, man, I might do like one song or one verse every 2 3 months.
Oh no.
But it's like, for one, I'm my biggest critic.
Okay.
And it's like whenever I get that pen and pad, it's like it's like I got a couple people in my mind that I'm battling.
Okay.
So it's like when I got that pen and that pad, it's like I'm battling like Jada,
Okay. Yeah.
Fab, Hell Real, like Killer Corleone, like these are the people that in my mind I'm like, okay, like if I was to spit this to you or put you on this, well, whatever, yeah, you'll give it the stamp of approval.
Wow. That's genius. You see, he
Yeah.
just gave y'all a nugget. You see, he just gave y'all a nugget.
Yeah, so it be real, man. Yeah, in my own way, it be real, man. So it's like that's why I say I ain't been able to find a way to have fun with music, man, because it be like, I really want people to hear what they need to hear and give it to them in a way that they need to have it, man.
But with you, right? You really are a pioneer of everything that's going on right now. It's like you are an originator. So maybe you won't cuss me out like Brad did, but I'm gonna ask you. How does it feel when people don't give you your flowers like you're supposed to get, man? How did that make you feel?
To be honest with you, man, based on my career, far as like the catalog and the amount that I've done and accomplished,
Right.
the amount of like respect and like the legend titles and the way people still embrace and hold on to that from back then,
Right.
it's like I actually feel like the flowers that I have received and got, it's like, to me, I still be feeling like, damn, man, like it ain't, I haven't did what I supposed to have did yet to deserve that.
I feel that.
So with me getting it just based on the little that I feel like I have accomplished, that's really been my motivating factor. Like, I man, because it's like, you know, success breed hate.
Right.
And it's like when you super on and you super on top, it's like that's when everybody start coming after you, want to tear you down and see you fall.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I honestly feel like, man, I'm one of them guys, man, that people know where I came from, what I came from, and
Right.
all that I done been through,
Right.
all that I done sacrificed, being caught up in what I was caught up in. So I feel like I'm at a point where I'm really one of the ones, man, that the people want to see win. Like I really feel like I'm one of the ones people like, man, you know what? Dude deserve man,
I
because
agree. I gotta ask you, but first, y'all hit the like, cause he giving it to us, man. He giving us something special, and I'm with you, cause when I seen you, that's how I felt. Like, man, I gotta help Tulo, man. I want to see him win, even though you was looking pretty good, like you are doing just fine. But I showed his like, man, no, dog, you gotta come on hood hierarchy, baby. Like, oh no, you I remember. So like with that, now I just got to meet Point Blank in Austin, Texas in March. And I was like, oh man, Point Blank, we gotta do this, man. I gotta get you on. But
yeah, I was just at the show last night.
I said I well, and I just sent you with him the other day or
Yeah,
something.
yeah,
But I
yeah,
saw
yeah.
you with Point Blank. Yeah, he sent me the flyer for the show last night. So with that, like with and I saw you with Flip too.
Yeah,
So
that's the
like
bro.
when they see you out at home, like how are people embracing you? The famous the the other legends, how they embracing you though, like them specific. Like what how is it when you see Flip?
With Flip and just everybody.
Right.
That's what kind of like made me go into the spiel that I went into about feeling like, damn man, like this is one of the dudes that deserve to win, man. We want to see win because it's like I mean, everybody they just embrace me and be like,
Dope.
bro, you got it, man. You got a platform, man. You got the people, man. Everybody begging you. You got the support.
Right.
Stay free, man.
Stay free. Oh,
Stay
stay
free,
free.
man. Yeah, man.
Yes, that's
You can't do nothing behind them bars, man. You ain't got nothing coming to you behind them bars, man. Everything is out here, and we
everything.
got you.
Hey man, you gotta stay free,
So
man.
it be real, man.
I really had a lot of people. Last night I was at an event and the dude was like, "Hey man, I didn't even know this dude. He didn't speak to me and introduce himself or nothing. He said, man, you got Tulo coming on? You finna interview Tulo? I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, oh man, that's gonna be big. So like you say, everybody is waiting on you. It's just you just can't be lazy, man. We're gonna have to get a bonfire and put it behind you, man. So you
Oh
just
no, 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 no. I've been on it, man. It's like when I touched down, I had did the shout out to Donna Houston, man. I had did that Donna Houston interview, and
shout out, think that nice interview.
being gone so long and away from it so long, seeing like how just the response from behind it, it was like, man, because I forget. And I don't know trying to sound super G or nothing like that, man. It's like I feel like one of my flaws that I knock myself for is like, a lot of the artists, man, from whoever you name,
Right,
I'm connected to, plugged into, it's like, but it's like, I don't know, man. It's like far as just like I see them, I dab them, we holler, some mutual respect, but like far as just talking about featuring and the music and all that other stuff, it just be like my main thing just be like, hey bro, your family good, you good, hey, all right, man, that I ain't just I haven't got too caught up in this industry stuff, man, and all that old.
well, you know something, man, it's a problem that I have too with me being in the industry. And I see other legends like yourself with this. Just like you, when I said, hey man, I need you, man, and you said, hey, give me the date and time. So many people do that with me, and I just dropped the ball. But I wasn't gonna drop the ball with you. That's why I was like, oh, we finna do this together.
Appreciate it, bro.
And it's like, man, sometimes people just be waiting for that reach out though, man. Sometimes people are straight up, they want it. Sometimes people just you just gotta jump on it, man. You're like, either you're gonna do it or you're not. Worst thing they can say is no, or they can say, hey, I need this much, or well, okay, I'll get back to you if that ain't what I wanna pay at that time or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I think everybody gotta rock with you though, man. So it's just like if you need them, you need to reach, man. But anything I can help you with, I'm gonna connect the dots for you,
Man,
man.
I appreciate you, man. You know, it's the same on my end, man. You know, knowing your background, knowing you from my era and the history and
Right,
how we vibing and rocking and the support that you giving right now at this level and at this time, man. It's like, hey, man, we
man.
we know it, it's a blessing to have people like you who understand the era that we from, the times that we from, and the current times, and
Right,
having a platform that you have and being able to present and give the people, what they need to have, man.
man. I'm glad to hear. Mean a lot coming from you, and like I say, people like you, I appreciate you so much because you making it grow. That's all I be telling people. It's about making it grow, and definitely, you made me realize what I am in the industry. Right? People always be asking like, "What are you doing?" Well, I do this, do that. So I was watching one of your interviews, and you was talking about somebody, and you say he was good at connecting the dots. And I say, "Wow, that's what I do. I connect the dots," and it's just like that's a title. I don't think people understand that because I don't be knowing what to tell people I know I do because I kind of can do everything. I got to plug on some of everything, but it's
Yeah,
about
man,
connecting up.
it's just a bunch of hand washing, man. Like I can drop 100 million albums and singles and songs and like what I'm saying in my lyrics and through my music,
Right,
a person might not feel or get the understanding that they might get watching my interview with you.
right.
So it's like everything serves a purpose, man. So it's like,
Yeah,
everybody play their role, man. Everybody do what they do, man. And it's like, man, hold me to this, man. I
right.
never get too big or none of that at no
Hmm.
time, shape, form, or fashion, man. The same me that you get now, the same response you got when you reached out to me, man. You
Yeah.
gonna get it, man. Even if I sell diamond tomorrow, man.
Hey man, like I said, but what tripped me out is the same way you treated me when you was 13. The same.
I don't change, man. I don't know how to change, man. Real is real, man. I feel like I'm a good judge of character, man. I done been around enough people and in the game long enough to, just have an understanding, man, that, so that's why I say, as far as the reaching out and the connecting with, certain dudes and stuff, it'd be like, I understand, man. Some people be in the places that they be in and their careers and in their life and feeling however they feel. So instead of setting myself getting caught up in all that, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do, get my motion, and the ones that want to rock and be a part of it. We gonna link and we gonna make it happen.
Well, Tulo, I've done something that I've been known to do, man. We're live, and normally I read the comments called check in with the streets, but unfortunately, y'all, I'm sorry. I got wrapped up talking to Tulo and I forgot to, to let y'all know anything. So I'm gonna ask. Y'all put y'all questions there. We're gonna try and get a few out, but I gotta do something, man. I let you slide with something that we do with everybody before they get to going. So I don't hear this from the people later. We gotta screen you, man. I should have screened you when you first came in. You being from the street, I know you know what I mean. So with that being said, man, I gotta get it out the way before you go. Tell them what city and state you from, man.
Oh man, look, man, OG Tulo, man, the Coke Talker Houston. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying? 8 times, man, Dirty Side, man. This what it is, man. Rocking with my boy, Uncle Beats, Hood Heresy, man. Like I say, man, I love that title, man. I love that name, man. That's deep.
well, guess what? I wasn't even getting your drop from you yet, but that's in the intro now. So you did a perfect drop. So okay. So in Houston, what's your hood?
I'm out the clock, man. Southwest, representing, man.
Right. Hey man, and rest in peace to Lord 3-2. Scarface was actually in Chicago the day that he got killed, man. Scarface was in Chicago that day doing the show.
3-2, Big Mellow,
Big
Mafioso,
Mello.
man, the list
You
go
was
on
on
and
Big
on.
Mello album too, weren't you?
Nah, but
Was
I
that the I
wrote
Squad? I know. I remember
I
another
Squad,
posse
yeah.
song. Yeah, I remember you was on another posse song. I came to get down.
DMG,
Yeah,
yeah,
DMG. You was on DMG album.
yeah,
Okay,
yeah. I think that Buck 'em Down.
buck 'em down. Yeah, you was talking. Yeah, see, man, I remember, man. I know it. So yeah. So if so, I don't know, well, you just came home, so you should know. If somebody in Houston and they need to get something to eat, where you sending them to?
Man, go to my IG
Right.
OG number two LOW, man. You know, like I say, man, you know these internet sites and all that old stuff, man. You know, I don't really just be, too vibing with it too strong, but that's where the game is,
Oh no,
man.
I ain't say where to find you. I said if somebody want to get something to eat in Houston, where would you send them to? What restaurant you been to? Matter of fact, with you, what's the first thing you ate when you got out?
Chitlins. I had to have it, man. Chitlins, man.
Chitlins,
Oh,
baby.
man, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Like Houston such a diverse city, man, and it's like I'm so greedy.
Right, right.
But not only that, it's like, man, when you, I guess, from the streets and did the amount of time that I did with eating noodles and whatever
Right.
the little meat packs and stuff is in there, it's like, man, everything live to me, man.
Everything work.
So it's
Right.
like I don't really have like no particular spots, man. But
What
you know, I'm a big ups and support, man. You know, Bun B, Trill Burgers.
Trill Burgers. Yeah.
I'm a big
Everybody want to
seafood
burger.
dude, man. So you got the Papa Doses and the,
Oh
you
yeah.
know,
We
yeah, all that old
we
stuff,
gonna have
man.
fun when I come at you know when you come here. Seafood is my thing. So first
Yeah,
we
yeah,
got to
man.
get
But
some crab leg cracking.
you know what's so crazy, man? Like for some reason, like I'm a real big fan of like them dudes that be on side of the road, they little barbecue pits.
Man, you know what? That's the best stuff though.
Man, can't I'm talking about, man. I ain't.
Th- That's the best stuff. You right.
And then
Okay,
I'm so
I
big
got
on,
another one for you.
and then it's like I'm so big on supporting, like people that I
The
feel
scene up.
like trying to eat in that way, in that aspect, and I understand like where they coming from. And be like, that's just how I like to see my money
I got
spent,
another
man.
one for you because you got me ready for denture now. So I got another one. What's your favorite hood movie?
Favorite hood movie,
Your favorite hood movie?
regardless of black, regardless.
What? Regardless, what do Tugo rock with?
uh, I have to say Scarface, man.
Scarface. I I mean Scarface that made it before. Scarface is the one. Scarface is one. One more thing before we let you go. You about to be free at last. I know you're busy. That's what I really appreciate too, because you said, hey man, make sure you let me know. I do a million things. Top three rappers, man. Come on, man. Give it to me, man.
Top three rappers
Top three.
and no order, man.
No order.
Scarface, Hell Real,
Hell real.
and Benny the Butcher.
Benny the Butcher. You threw a young demon in there too. That's dope. See? That tells your taste though. For you to go Scarface, Hell Real, Benny the Butcher. That's a nice mix, man. Well, definitely, man. You told them how to find you. OG Tugo. It can't get no easier than that. If you can't spell that, go back to school, y'all. OG OG Tugo. Man, hey man, I want to tell you, I really appreciate you more than you know. You messed up coming on here because now you're locked in for life. Hood hierarchy family.
I'm with
So
it, man. We fam, man. We
any
locked in, man. We married, man.
man, married to this married man. Anytime you need to come back to talk about something, any artists you're working with or anything, man, let me know. I'm gonna definitely be in tune. Let me get you a few of these shout outs. Let's see who came in the building. My top guest, Jacqueline L in the building. Corey Wright says salute to Tulo, the big dog. My guy Bernard Gans, Nut House Records said indeed, indeed. My guy Big Six said hood evening. K Dub the ambassador said tuned in. Shout out to Tulo. Man, you the man. So with that being said, we in every show one way. It's getting dark on you. So when I say what's the hood, you say your hood, we gone. What's the hood? Can you hear me? Well, I'll say it for him, y'all. Harm Clark, the Clark.